each with their own spin on similar proverbs. Our friends here from Kazakhstan have an old saying that the first step determines the journey, while our guests from Belarus say that everything new depends on its beginning, while the Armenians say that a troubled beginning leads to wisdom and growth. And last but certainly not least, here in Russia, they say a good start makes for an easy finish. And to that I say, let's get things started. Let the games Attention, all crews may now take their positions on the field. Time to batten down the hatches and saddle up. First up on today's docket is the snake. Here, crews will need to carefully weave between the pylons, a tall order for these iron giants. Looks like they clipped some pylons on that one. Despite their elite training, some teams struggled with the complex maneuvers of the snake and will have to make up for lost time and penalties in the rounds to come. Now let's head over to the firing range for some good old-fashioned pyrotechnics and property damage in the guided missile exercise.
Target remains 0 points.
Oh, so close. You have to think that nerves might have played into that one. They have to be disappointed with this performance. Up ahead is the fording site for the amphibious exercise. There, crews will need to demonstrate agility in order to make their way through the shallow. Wow, these guys really know their way around a pond. Next up is the speed portion of today's competition. So let's head over to the track and watch these behemoths put the pedal to the metal in a race against the clock.
Proceed with caution.
At this point, they better be thankful that each pylon was only a 10-second penalty. I'm sure they were hoping for a better showing on that one. And with today's events nearing a close, there's not much time left for each crew to cement their place in the tournament bracket. No Tank Biathlon would be complete without a flagrant showcasing of the brute force and sheer power of these iron giants. Let's all watch as they approach the demolition portion of the competition, where each crew will be judged on style and execution as they tear through these prefab homes. Next up is the escarpment, where again we see the remnants of tank combat. Similar to a biathlon springboard event, here crews will have to clear the obstacles and debris to proceed. This should be a fun one. I don't know if that was machine or operator error, but I'll tell you what, something went terribly wrong. It's time to push these diesels to the limit with some redline power shifting. You know, at this point, it's hard to see a definitive frontrunner here. If each crew stays focused, it very well could come down to the final event. Now, these aren't your run-of-the-mill machine guns, no. These HCB 12.7s can tear through APCs in small cover at 1,000 meters out, shred infantry regiments and military transports at 1,500 meters, and for our purposes today, absolutely obliterate low-flying helicopters. It truly is just a masterpiece of destruction. You may have noticed our eye in the sky here today. Our aerial crew isn't just there to capture every exciting moment, they're also here to respond to mishaps or injuries on the course.
All crews ready payload. Mark. Fire at will.
Now that's one for the highlight reel. These guys have got to get it together. And just as they were drying off from their first dip, here we come to another water obstacle. And at 30 meters in length and almost a meter deep, switching gears, salvage that debacle. It's late in the competition, and you have to hope that each crew has the